James, you've had a little bit of time to reflect on the finish to that game. How have you lost it? It's incredible to concede with what was pretty much the last kick of the game, wasn't it?
Well, yeah. When the manager comes in my office and says we're embarrassed to come in, I think that sums it up. I think that if we'd have been more clinical when we had periods of pressure, then we would have won the game, no problem.
How difficult is it when you're on course for at least a point in a really tight game to actually come to terms with what happened in that 97th minute? You saw it for your own eyes. I think Burton are a good side. I went to watch them in midweek against Fulham. They played very well. Today wasn't a spectacle of good football. But I think we were the better side for probably 70 minutes of that game. We had 20 minutes of the second half where we played, poorly in my opinion, and I think Burton fell for it a little bit, and then we came on, came on top, made a couple of substitutions, and the game changed in our favour. And as I said, with that sustained period of pressure, if we'd have been more clinical and sharper in front of goal, then we'd have won the game, I think. You did have a few chances. Some very close ones. James Gray hit the post. Cal Naismith denied by an absolute wonder save by the goalkeeper. Does it just get more frustrating with every one of those chances you create, or is it we're still creating the chances, so I'm not as worried? Yeah, I think you've got to look at it probably both ways. I think people are starting to believe in what's happening here. The performance at times today was very good, although as I say, the period just in the second half wasn't the best, but we are creating the chances, and we just need that little bit of luck, and it is very frustrating. Last week we're talking about an official's decision. This week we're talking about the width of a post. So things are coming. I know they are. The players believe in what we're trying to do, and we believe obviously in what we're trying to do, and that's all that matters. Obviously your options very much reduced by the injuries, the suspensions. Has it made an impact in your ability to score goals recently that you've got so many players missing? Yeah, well, when you lose, it's okay losing players, but when you lose, it's not okay losing players. But when you lose three players of your starting lineup, three very influential characters, both on the pitch and off it in the dressing room, then it's going to affect your team performance, I think. Massively, and I think we played well against Cardiff. Arguably our two best games have come against Middlesbrough and Cardiff, but I think we did enough today to get a result, a point, or maybe even to get 3 points with the chances that we missed. I was going to say, would you have been apologising to Gary Rowett if you'd won? Was it a draw every day of the week? Yeah, I don't think, as I say, I don't think it was a spectacle, but I think we, in that period of the second half up to the end, for about half an hour, I think we were the best side. We had enough chances to win the game, and due to that period of dominance, then I would have said we just shed it, to be fair. But it looked like a draw all day long, didn't it? But that wasn't the case, and unfortunately it went in at the over end. Obviously fans will be anxious about the start to the season, particularly only the 1 point in the league games. What would you say to the supporters? Well, I think if they come and watch the games, they'll see that the lads are progressing and they're doing well. As I say, we're just not getting that little bit of the rub of the green at the moment, but they've got to stick with us. We're trying our best every day to make the club better, to get the performances on the pitch, to get the points on the board, and as I say, we're trying to bring players in and improve the squad all the time and make things better. Lastly for me, Tuesday night, another cup tie. Is it another no pressure, just what the doctor ordered kind of night for you? Yeah, it's hard when the lads, when they get so disappointed with a result, and especially when defeats come at that stage in the game. It's hard to pick them up, but that's my job, and I think I'm pretty good at it. And I've said to them in there that they played well again, and they haven't got the just desserts, but they've got to keep going. They can't let it affect them. They can't be mentally weak, and they've got to be strong. And we'll come in tomorrow, and that's when the pick up will start. and we'll gear up for a game against Crewe on Tuesday.